Facebook was under fire after there was a study done on its users indicating that they had manipulated their emotions by revealing certain things in their feeds and also hiding certain things in their feeds. Well, of course they got criticized, and now OkCupid is coming out and saying, well, we kind of did the same thing. We're kind of using our users as test rats. So Christian Rudder, who's one of the co-founders of OkCupid, wrote a blog post where he explained exactly how they're doing certain tests on their users, and he said the following: "We noticed recently that people didn't like it when Facebook experimented with their news feed. Even the FTC is getting involved. But guess what, everyone? If you use the internet, you're the subject of hundreds of experiments at any given time on every site. That's how websites work." Now, one of the experiments that they did on its users, and for those of you who don't know, OkCupid is a website for dating. It's a free website. You go on there, you meet people, you go through their profiles, yada, yada. They had a Love is Blind Day where they took the photos down. There were no photos in any of the profiles, and what they noticed was their metrics dropped significantly, to which Cenk would say,
of course!
All right. A warranted of course. I love it. They did other studies, though. Rudder's team decided to hide text in some profiles, the life summaries that the lovelorn toil over for hours, just to see what would happen. They found that people received about the same personality score with or without text. Conclusion, rating personality was just another way of asking, is this person cute?
That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Okay, we might disagree on the conclusion here. So you're against it?
There's more. Can I give you one
yes.
more little study that they did? The site told some pairs who were bad matches that they were in fact great for each other, and it told other pairs who had scored high on compatibility that they weren't a good fit. OkCupid found that the power of suggestion made people who were incompatible, according to the algorithm at least, hold an online conversation longer than expected.
I'm not that against it.
Yeah, because you're like a married middle-aged dude who has kids. I'm against it because I'm single and maybe I want to use a service like this and I don't want to be messed with when I'm looking for love.
Okay. Oh! Okay, good luck with that. All right, go ahead and drop. All right, Supreme Court is in session. I vote to pardon OkCupid, and I'll tell you why. First of all, it's a private website, and it can do whatever it wants to.
We are talking about ethics, not law.
Okay, no, yes, I totally agree. I'm not talking about law. No, of course, nobody thinks that we're going to lock up the OkCupid guys, right? No, and when you sign up with OkCupid, I think you've got to be perfectly aware that they could manipulate whatever the hell they want to manipulate to make more money. So if you're incompatible with a lot of dudes, they're going to want to make you a little bit more compatible so that you'll spend more time on the site and they make more money. Now, that's the part that's actually the most questionable, and I get why you're pissed about that. Don't tell me I'm compatible with the dude if I'm not.
Yeah,
right?
you're going to end up going out on a date with them, and then it turns out that they're douchey and you're wasting your time.
The flip side to that is, as they found out, it doesn't really matter whether you're compatible or what his personality is. You're just going to rate him based on cuteness anyway. So I feel like they're in the money-making business, so I can't get that upset at them over it.
You know, you can actually make a lot of money if your service is good and it leads to quality dates and people actually rely on it. But if you do stuff like this and they're like, what the hell, OkCupid is saying I'm compatible with this guy, I went out on the worst date of my life, they're not going to want to sign up for your little program anymore. You know what I mean? They're probably going to go to a different dating site.
Okay. Okay, Joseph Jackson.
I'm only voting not guilty because this is already what happens in life before these kinds of sites came up. Number one, it's free, so you're not even giving them anything directly. But number two, people have gone on the worst dates of their lives because they met a guy in a bar or a restaurant or the grocery store. It happens. So, I mean, I don't think these hurt so much. It just inconveniences maybe for a minute, but it didn't hurt anything. They didn't not disclose that this guy is an ex-murderer or something, you know? So nothing really changed your life. It's just kind of annoying.
It's more than annoying, though. It's a service that straight up lies to you, right? Like, they just straight out lie. Like, this person's compatible with you when they're not compatible with you at all. Like, I think that that's pretty messed up, right?
Okay, so there's two different issues here. First of all, on the issue of like making the pictures appear, disappear,
Yeah,
etc.
that I don't really care about, to be honest with you.
Right, they're seeing what works better in terms
Yeah.
of keeping people around. I got no problem with that. Okay, on the issue of, you're right, the worst part is messing with the compatibility scores. But JR's makes a good point, which is I've had people set me up on blind dates when I was single.
Right.
And the woman, I remember one particular date, the over-under was, I think she asked 18 different times whether I'd go back to being a lawyer. Okay.
I know. Hold on. Let me jump in really quickly.
And that's when I was like a starving radio talk show host on the weekends. She's like, "Are you sure you're not going back to being a lawyer?"
Okay, but here's the thing with blind dates and going out with someone that you met at a bar or a club, right? You already know that there's a lot of uncertainty there, right? Like there are no promises, there is no indication that that person's going to be compatible with you. You're just kind of going into it blindly. But with this, it's like, hey, we got this great service and our algorithm can figure out whether or not you're compatible with certain people. They're selling you a certain product. Sure, you're not paying for it directly, but that's like their selling point, right?
Right.
And then all of a sudden you find out, oh, they lied to me because they wanted me to be a test rat. That's not cool.
Did you ever fully believe it though? I've never done any of the sites. I'm too old to.
I'm not on OkCupid, so don't get me wrong.
Yeah. But I mean, like, if any of them, even the I forget which one is considered the best one, like
eHarmony or
eHarmony,
something?
right?
Yeah.
Because they pay much money, and you go through a 50, 60, 70,000 questionnaire, and I would, by question 10, I'd be like, this isn't worth it. I'm just gonna go to the bar. Like, it's just, again, it's my old man coming out. I was like, oh, this is too much work. It's more work than just going and running into a bunch of fucking annoying women all the time. So I'd rather go through the old way.
Okay, so I'm about to admit something embarrassing. First of all, I like that Anna feels aggrieved that the internet lied to her. It's got to be the first time.
Just calm down. Calm down. You have a certain service. It would be the equivalent of us saying, like, hey guys, sign up for members only and you're going to get really saucy post-game shows. And then we never give you saucy post-game shows.
No,
How
we just
upset
never
would you
even
be?
give you. We never give you post-game shows.
Yeah.
We're like, just kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
No, no.
unethical, to say the least.
Okay, I hear you on that. But let me do my embarrassing admission. I used Adult Friend Finder when I was single. Okay, and the internet definitely lied to me. I did not find one adult friend there. Let's go to the Chief Justice, see if we can settle this.
Like JR said, it's not something that you haven't gone through. It's not going to ruin your life. So what? You don't have to marry the person who they set you up with. You know, just don't call them back after.
But like, we're not having a discussion about what's going to happen after you go on a disastrous date. We're talking about whether or not it's ethical for this website to straight out lie to you.
I have a conclusion. We have a ruling.
I know what your freaking ruling is.
Just calm down. You don't know what the ruling is. Okay. I am judging OkCupid on the specific issue of fixing the compatibility score to be douches. Okay. Nonetheless, by a ruling of 3-1, we're pardoning you for being douches because we expected you to be douches all along.